All right, y'all. I got Charleston White once again. He breaks down his beef with T.I. and his son King. This is fair use. Shout out to Anton Daniels and Charleston White, man. Let's get it.
I used to be one of the only for like in 2000. I used to wear a shag, and so I was a forward with Dallas, real tough, like West Dallas. My mom, man. So I was one that rocked the shag like in 2000, 2001. Now it was more 2002. Cause my son wasn't born yet. So when T.I. came out, man, I cocked my hat to the side one day. That motherfucker hat cocked to the side one day. And white owner named Woody, he swore up and down I was T.I. and we kicked it at peeping Tom.
I don't know how you mistake Charleston White for T.I. because T.I.'s a light skinned dude. Charleston White's like a few shades darker. And plus, I personally don't see the resemblance. Maybe when Charleston White was a lot younger, he may have looked like T.I. a little bit more. I don't know, man.
So at this strip club called Elevators, and I got all the hoes because they thought I would tip, and I fucked them little old bitch up out of there and everything. I got the steel and everything. I didn't say.
And look, I ain't mad at him one bit for this. Not at all. They thought it was to be ran with it. They fell for it. That ain't got nothing to do with him.
Hey, I said steel. I pay and sneak out the door while they in their pen or washing the.
Wow.
Yeah, y'all done stole a bunch of that little.
Oh my god.
So listen,
bruh. Charleston White never ceases to amaze me with the things he might say in these interviews, I tell you.
So I go get that ball fade. I've been rocking that ball fade ever since. I go get that ball fade, start going to them Texas relays. Got me one of them little dog chains with the little diamonds around the neck. Boy, I kept that hat cocked for about 7 years. Boy, my rate went up. All boy during the rubber band, man, T.I. day. Boy, my rate went up. So I've always been a T.I. fan. When he dropped the line, you go watch some of my old videos. I'm a cool.
Oh my
That's
god.
all I want was a cool until now.
Really?
That's all I want. I had a bad. I went to Nipsey Hussle funeral. I had a badass cool outfit on. Ali boy. So yeah, my favorite rapper. Boosie, my favorite rapper. Tupac, Jeezy, right? So for the turn to Marks, it think about his song when it'll break your heart to see your favorite rapper lame as hell. So let me just say, right? I didn't say nothing to them boys. I was talking to their fathers. I was addressing Boosie concerning Kanye West. And in the process of me telling Boosie, no, you talking about. So then I say something. Your son is more likely to get shot by the police than Kanye West babies. Yeah. And then I say, yeah, him and T.I. boy. Yeah. So I never addressed the boys. I addressed the fathers. So in response, the boys responded. The dads didn't. So at that point, if the dads is ignoring me, I'm gonna tell my son, say, take that shit down, nigga, talking to that. Cause you go call me to have me and this to have to one another because he go say something crazy. Take that shit down, nigga. Yeah. That's why I'm gonna check my boy.
I ain't gonna lie, like I can rock with him on this. When he talks to the fathers directly, he's like, yo, like their sons are wild and then they're gonna end up being targeted by police more often versus Kanye. Because it's so weird in the black community how like how can I put it? Certain black folks are called coons who don't really bother anybody, who don't really get in a lot of trouble with the law, versus the ones who do get in trouble with the law. Not all of them, obviously. I'm not saying every last one. I'm not saying every last one who doesn't get in trouble is not a bad person. I'm not saying people who do get in trouble are bad people. Let me make that very clear. It's just in the black community, it's so backwards how certain black folks who typically won't bother anybody. They usually call coons, uppity. Oh, you think you're better than us, da 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 da. And versus the guys who are more the opposite of that. And growing up in the black community, you see that, and it's like, man, why do we allow ourselves to be this backwards? But let's continue.
All right, from the beginning now.
So I never addressed them, homie. So I'm the kind of if your baby ugly, you just had a brand new baby. This baby ain't done nothing wrong to nobody in life. This baby only been here for 4 days on earth. And we at that maternity ward and we look at that baby. And if I look down at that baby, say, man, y'all been drinking with that baby. Why that baby real so low? That baby got them drunk baby real. You been drinking with that baby? Yeah, I'm gonna say something. That baby don't hurry up and darken up by the time it's 6 months old. It's a white boy, baby. Yeah, that's a white boy. Yeah, so I don't know.
I know that would hurt some feelings right there. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I go from. I got a name Monk, and I just said Patrick Weatherall. He looked like a monkey. Big old hands. I'm talking about black in them. We didn't give him the name Monkey. Patrick Weatherall, but his name is Monkey. Somebody brought him home and called that boy little monkey, little old baby. That baby was just like little monkey.
That's so messed up.
And he's been called Monkey ever since.
So messed up, man.
West on the East Coast, man, it's offensive. Just a little ugly trap out there, little boy. No, man, he a funny looking little boy to me. And I feel like if you funny looking, people can say you funny looking. You can't beat up nobody for saying your baby funny looking, and your baby might be funny looking. Ain't no disrespect. Now, if I go to the baby and say, "Listen, you look funny looking," if I say that to the baby face, then you're wrong. But if the baby get out of line, and I'm at the park, and your kids get out of line, I'm gonna correct your kids. Yeah. No, I'm gonna correct your kid. And if he put himself in a position as a man with threats, then how am I supposed to respond to him? That little boy said, "Man, we'll jump you," and he getting high. And then when I see his daddy talk to him, he called his daddy bruh, and he's smoking weed in front of his daddy. His mama walk in. I'm 45 years old. I ain't smoked a Newport cigarette for 5 years. My mother never seen me put a cigarette in my mouth. During family gatherings, if we somewhere smoking, my mama won't even see me blow smoke out my nose. So when I see kids like that and they'll behave like that in front of their parents, I think about my first roommate when I went to the boys' home.
Oh, you know what's crazy when he mentions how these kids act with their parents? I remember when I was in high school. This was in the 2000s. Like, I went to a mostly white middle school, high school, and I remember kids used to talk cash shit to their parents, bro. Curse at them and things like that. I remember hearing one kid tell his mom to shut the fuck up, and as a black kid, you see that, you be like, man. Do they know how lucky they are to be able to do that and live to tell it? No, I don't think any black kid alive could live to tell that story, but let's continue.
See, I grew up with kids who killed their mothers and fathers. I grew up with kids who commit some of the most violent, heinous crimes in the history of this state. Yeah. So I understand what a 19-year-old kid would do with that kind of aggression toward a.
Yeah, man. So another good interview from Anton Daniels' interview in Charleston White here. Honestly, knowing the backstory of why he has this beef with T.I. and his son King, like from what he's told us now, I haven't quite heard T.I.'s side of the story yet of what's going on, but yeah, if you've been paying attention, there's been instances where T.I.'s son King, this is documented. I'm not saying anything no one knows already. This has already been put out there as public information of him being a public nuisance at a Waffle House for some reason, because I guess they didn't make his order right and he just flipped a bitch or something. I don't know. So it was something along that line. It was involving him in a Waffle House. If you know the full story of what I'm talking about, please let me know in the comment section below, because I don't want to get it 100% wrong here. But yeah, it's like with his behavior now, and I think wasn't he recently arrested? Comment down below if he really was. Help me out here. But I'm pretty sure he was recently in trouble with the law. And it's like, I don't think it's going to get any better for him unless he realizes what he's really doing is messed up. He's going to mess up his life here. He's like, what, 18, 19 now maybe? And he has his whole life ahead of him, and he's the son of a famous rapper named of T.I. And you're going to throw all that away, all in the name of trying to be a hard ass and prove to everybody you're not soft just because you grew up in a rich family. Yeah, to me, if you ask me, he's got it all backwards. If I were him, he should be taking full advantage of the fact that he came from, a family that does done well for themselves, and he can do well for himself and make something of himself, so he won't just be known as T.I.'s son. He can be his own man. But that's just how I think. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. Let's talk about this. Oh, yeah. Please, if you made it to the end of this video, I really do appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like button, share this video, subscribe if you're new. Help me reach my goal of 100 subs. I really appreciate that. And then I'll get to my next goal of 500. I'll holler at y'all later.